Hey, it's your favorite Roadrunner from Rhode Island, and we're back with another episode of Birding by Rail, the series where we venture out to some of the best birding destinations in the US, 100% car-free. In today's episode, we'll be staying in Rhode Island and visiting the top hotspot, Block Island. Block Island is an approximately 7,000-acre island off the southern coast of Rhode Island. Those who enjoy wildlife, scenic vistas, and beaches will appreciate the island. Block Island's geographic position makes it an attractive destination for birding, especially during fall migration. In the autumn, birds like to migrate along the eastern seaboard. However, northwest winds will push birds out towards the sea, which is a less than ideal place for them to be. A lot of these birds will end up on Block Island, where they will have a chance to rest and refuel before continuing their migration. The only ferry that goes to Block Island year-round is the Block Island Ferry, which operates out of Narragansett, Rhode Island. RIPTA Route 69 provides bus service to the Block Island Ferry from the University of Rhode Island campus. The 69 is a bit of a confusing route because it actually starts in Providence as the 66, but turns into the 69 after departing from URI. In practice though, you can ride all the way from Providence to the Block Island Ferry for a single bus fare, despite it technically being considered two different routes. Unfortunately for the 69, the state government recently made cuts to RIPTA service, so you will no longer be able to get a 69 early in the morning, late at night, or on the weekends.
69 prohibited.
To the best of my knowledge, RIPTA will continue operating the 203 on-demand flex service, which, as far as I know, runs on weekends and can take you between URI and the Block Island Ferry. I took the earliest bus out of Providence, which departed at 6:08 a.m. and arrived by approximately 7:45 a.m. The bus trip was only $2 for each direction. With RIPTA, it's pretty easy to pay for bus fares. You can either use their app, cash, or get a RIPTA card which you can load with money. The entire trip lasts for approximately 1.5 to 2 hours depending on traffic, which is a bit long for my taste, especially with RIPTA's seats, which are made out of a hard plastic, which I do not find particularly comfortable. For the ferry, you can either buy tickets ahead of time or get them at the harbor on the day of your departure, as long as you are traveling without a vehicle. The traditional ferry runs year-round and takes approximately 1 hour to make the journey between Narragansett and Block Island. During the summer months, you can also take a high-speed ferry, which makes the trip in 30 minutes. Personally, I would recommend taking the traditional ferry, as there are a lot of unique pelagic birds on the water that you may miss if you take the high-speed ferry. The ferry has plenty of seats, a snack station, and bathrooms. Overall, it is comfortable and has all the amenities you need for a 1-hour trip. Transportation options on Block Island are limited. There are a few taxi companies if you are looking for vehicular transport, but otherwise your best option is to either walk or ride a bicycle. During the summer months, there are a few shops where you can rent a bike if you would prefer not to bring your own. Depending on your preference, they also have moped rentals on the island as well. If you do choose to ride a bicycle, be advised that there are not any bike lanes or bike paths on the island, and some of the roads are very narrow, which can make it difficult for bicycles and cars to share the road. Since I did this as a day trip, I only had about 6 hours on the island, which is definitely not enough to explore everything. I focused on the northern side of the island since I knew I would be able to visit a few spots with different habitat types in the short amount of time that I had. The first spot I stopped at was near Trim's Pond, where I noticed a large congregation of gulls, terns, and shorebirds hanging out on what I'm assuming are some kind of oyster beds. From there, I continued north until I reached the Hodge Family Wildlife Preserve. There wasn't anything too significant here aside from a peewee which cooperated for me. But the preserve had some nice views. After that, I checked out a preserve slightly south called the Maze, which is where I ended up spending most of my time as it was the most productive spot. It's also worth noting that this place is called The Maze for a reason. While it's a very interesting and unique place to check out, it can be easy to get lost in here, so I highly suggest if you are planning on checking this place out, recording GPS tracks to make sure that you're able to find your way out when you're done. I also checked the Block Island National Wildlife Refuge on the northern tip of the island, but by the time I made it there, it was too heavy with pedestrian traffic, so there were not any large congregations of terns like I was hoping for. It isn't necessarily challenging to get to Block Island without a car, but it's definitely not convenient either. Soon it's going to become even more challenging as bus service will no longer be available on the weekends, and it will have a decreased span and frequency during the week. If you liked this video and want to see where I go next,
smash that subscribe button.
There are also links in the video description to my previous endeavors.